Hey, welcome to my video demonstration of my assignment submission. I've got to be honest, I've recorded this like 100 times and I keep messing up what I'm saying, so I'm just going to record it and hopefully I won't mess up, but if I do, I'm just going to keep going. The other thing to note is while I'm demonstrating, occasionally the browser end platform will time out, meaning I'll have to restart the program. Also, there's my battery, so let me plug it in. Another instance, I'm not going to start the recording again. Okay, so Java Jumper is a text-based game which accepts input from the user typing on the keyboard, and it will take the user through like a story or a game. To make it more immersive, I decided to use ASCII art for a display type to display the game. And I find it more engaging because it gives the user a visual look. As you can see here, one of the key things is you can change the resolution of this in the menu, where I can set the resolution to the high resolution, hit 1, and hit yes, and it will change all the images, all the ASCII art to high resolution. And I can set it back to low resolution, 1, yes, and it'll go down to low. I'm going to do the first run through on high resolution because it just looks prettier. So I'm going to go 1, yes. Also note that all the inputs, they're all validated. So if you put a number outside the range of 1 to 4 or a blank input, it will give you a specific error message. So input cannot be blank, and it will reprint the menu or ask you to, there we go, exceeded wait time. So that's what I was saying before. Hit run again. So start again. Set to high resolution, can't put a blank input, can't put an input higher than the valid range. Instructions look like this. You don't need to read that because, well, you know the assignment since you're marking it and you know how the game works. Let's go back to main menu and let's just start the game, which is option number 3. I wrote a bit of a story, introduction scene, which just to make it a bit more engaging, that's where they create their character. The name does have to be 3 characters, so if I just go, hiya, it says invalid input. Input must be between 3 and 12. I'm going to put in my name, which is valid, because it's 4 letters, and continue. There's the ASCII art I was talking about. It looks prettier on high res. Now, I might have to zoom in later and use low res so that you can actually see the text a bit better. So let's continue. Y, pick up a gun, or portal gun. I'm lost in the nowhere dimension with all the cities. There's my portal off in the distance here. And I'm going to start the game. This is the main game interface. I might reload it on the low res so that you can see it a little bit bigger. So run, start all that again. 3, my name, yes. And zoom in a bit. I think I can zoom in that far. Here we go. The user interface is pretty, I was going to say pretty. Yeah, pretty. It's got all the things that you need to know on it, and they all change and inform you of different states that occur during the game. For instance, this fuel bar will go up and down. It will tell you exactly how much fuel there is, the jump distance you can make, which is based on the height of the building, how much it costs to go left or right, and it even blocks out the cost for left because we can't go left because there's no buildings in that direction. So there's 3 options: go right, skip a turn, or exit the menu. I'm going to go right. See, my character moves right. I've also written a class to refresh the screen so it looks like animation, well, not animation per se, but like sort of animated, just so it's a little bit more immersive than just scrolling through text. So I'm going to say skip a turn. You'll note that the fuel is going down as I use it, either by the cost, and if I skip a turn, it goes down by 1. I'm going to go right again, and go right again, and perfect, I'm on a fuel cell. Now, these fuel cells deplete after 3 turns, and new ones are replenished on the map on random building locations that did not originally have fuel cells. Now, I wrote each of those fuel cells as their own as their own class, so that fuel cell objects, well, if the game was to be expanded later, you could have multiple fuel cells, or they could be spawning at different times. As it is, they just spawn every 3 turns. And if you pick one up, you'll only start spawning. Well, if you pick one up, the maximum number of... I exceeded the wait time. And I was just about to pick up a fuel cell. Okay, let's start the game again. My name, again. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's go forward this time. So, like I was saying, if I pick one up, the maximum number of fuel cells that replenish is 4, but that goes down as you pick them up. So if I pick one up, only 3 will replenish the following turn, unless I pick one up just before they replenish, which, as was written in the assignment specifications, that's the time when they don't deplete. Let's see if I can demonstrate that. Let's go right. Ooh, perfect. I'm webbed right now. It increases the cost of jumping, and my interface tells me that I am webbed. I've said perfect because it's actually kind of hard to demonstrate because the webbing changes randomly each turn and I don't necessarily land on it. Let's go right. Skip a turn. Skip a turn. Hopefully. Wait, can I go back? Will I land on a fuel cell? I think so. Let's go back. No, I will not land on a fuel cell. And I have lost. So I do not have enough fuel for the jump. I have been caught. I have lost the game. I can return to the menu. Also, I can exit the menu and print out the outcome, which writes it to a file, saying that I have lost and it's taken 7 turns. I didn't manage to pick up any fuel cells. So let's run again. Okay, hopefully I can pick up a fuel cell this time. Start the game. I'm going to be called whatever that spells out. Let's continue, continue. Here we go. Okay, let's go right. And I'm going to be moving right again. And right again. And I missed the fuel cell again. Let's just go back. Back. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, if I go right, no, I don't have enough fuel to go right. I can go left, and I'm going to lose the game again. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I've got a fuel cell. Perfect. So here, this is where I can pick up a fuel cell. It'll increase the amount of fuel I have, and I can keep going. So let's go right, and do you see I got 5 fuel from that. Also, now there are only 3 fuel cells on the map. Go right. Go right. Keep going. Let's actually just win for once. Yes, I've arrived where the portal is and I've won the game. So I've won, type Y to continue, and I can exit the game again. This time having won, taken 12 turns, and having collected 1 fuel cell. Oh, and I print the player name at the top in the outcome file. There's a few other things like landing on the frozen building. I might just force the game to do that by changing the file. I think the frozen building is... where is the frozen building in the file? I think it's the... I might have to just look at the city class. While I find it, I do want to point out that everything is broken up into classes to follow responsibility-driven design and also expandability. Like I said, I wrote fuel cells individually as a class as opposed to just an algorithm. That way, if I wanted to expand the game and generate different numbers of fuel cells or fuel cells at different times, I would be able to do so and improve the game. Okay, I think there is right to a file. Here we go. So... oh, this is writing fuel cells. This is reading the fuel cells. Oh no, this is the right one. Freeze is the last value. Okay, the last value in the file. So I'm going to make the first building frozen so that I can show you what happens when I'm frozen. And that should be everything. So let's just bring this back up. Run. Let's start the game. Yes, 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 yes. And as you can see, I'm frozen. It tells me I'm frozen and I am forced to skip a turn. And the frozen building moves. Okay, that seems to be everything. I don't think I missed anything. And I hope I haven't because I do not want to record this for 101th time. I think I've got it all. Have a great afternoon. I guess that's it. Enjoy. Oh, no, I have to stop the recording.